Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum. If you've been following us on YouTube or Kaplan Cycles, you know that we purchased a collection of 67 Honda Minis about 5 years ago from a collector in Virginia when we first got started. This is the last of the load of Minis. We saved the best for last. We've been working on this bike on and off for several years. It's had a complete frame up restoration, a lot of NOS parts on this bike, frame off restoration, which means basically we took this thing right down to the last nut and bolt. If you look on eBay, you'll see that there are some specialists that specialize in restoring Honda Z50s, and generally it's around $4,000 is what they quote for a full frame off restoration and nut and bolt restoration like this one has had. I would say conservatively, we put 40 hours of labor into it and well over 1,000 in parts. We charge $120 an hour in labor. So if you bought the bike in here, first of all, we probably wouldn't want to do it. It's more of a labor of love than anything, but you'd be looking at around $4,800 in labor plus 1,000 in parts, close to $6,000 to do a full frame up on one of these. Why would you do that much to a bike like this? Well, definitely a labor of love, like I said. They're classics that are obviously close to 50 years old, and they're going up in value every day, and there's a kind of a cult following on this mini trail, and reason why is they're a lot of fun. They're street legal mopeds. They have headlights on them and taillights, and they're just really cool, bulletproof vintage motorcycles. This particular style, the Q50 style mini trail, has a hardtail rear end, so there is no rear suspension on it. They run a low air pressure in the tires, and that is your suspension. So this was taken right down in the frame. The frame was sandblasted, primed and painted. The tank was taken off the motorcycle, and the inside is like brand new. If you look inside here, inside of the tank looks like it just came out of the box. It's absolutely perfect, as is the cap. The tank was repainted, refinished. The seat is a brand new NOS seat. The handlebars, a lot of NOS parts, brand new handlebars, brand new cables, brand new levers, brand new grips. The tank was painted to match. The seat, again, is a brand new NOS part, as are the pegs are brand new NOS parts. The bike was in excellent shape, owned by a collector to begin with, so it was definitely worthy of a full frame-off restoration. The wheels were taken off, cleaned, new tires, new tubes were put on the wheels, so they're brand new tires and tubes, brand new chain and sprockets. The original belt guard's in beautiful shape. We did damage the rear fender in the shop. It's got a little ding in it. You can buy a replacement fender on eBay for $30 to $80, depending on whether it's a reproduction or an original or what it may have you. If you want the rear fender replaced, we'll buy one and put it on for you. We would have done that already, but we just noticed it got damaged in the shop, and we wanted to put the thing up for sale. So I hate to sell it, but we are investing an obscene amount of money in the museum restoration project, and we came up short, so we had to sell some of our prime possessions, this being one of them. And this is the last out of that massive collection of 67 Honda Mini Trail and Z50s, and in my opinion, the nicest of them all. So there you have it. You would have spent close to $6,000 if you dropped off a Mini Trail and wanted to frame off like this. You see that they charge $3,000 to $4,000 to start with on a restoration. Let me fire it up for you, give you a quick demonstration and show you why these things are so fun. One of the things about this bike, it's got a nice, comfortable seat. The bars are, even though I'm 6'2", everything feels comfortable, easily to ride, and you can actually undo these bars right here and flip them down so you can put this in the trunk of your car. Not that I'd ever do that, but you can. It has an ignition switch key on here, so if you don't want the kids getting in on it, you can pull the key out. Starts first kick, has a high beam, low beam, and a brake light switch. It's a 3-speed automatic, semi-automatic transmission. Everything works like it did the day it came out of the box. The bike runs and operates perfectly. Really easy bike to ride. First gear is geared really low. It's almost like a walking pace. Then you get your second, and then your third gear is like an overdrive. It'll probably do close to 40 miles an hour on a downhill, definitely over 30, 35. So it's got a lot of pep. It's a 50cc 4-stroke. They've been making these motors for 50 years, and the Chinese actually make a copy of this motor. The Chinese have a copy of this motor that they put out that looks just like this, and you can get it up to like 144cc, but it's a totally bulletproof design. Listen to the exhaust note on this thing. It just purrs like a kit. That's a brand new tailpipe. Spark arrestor is original Honda Chrisman spark arrestor. It's got the pipe protector right here. Everything on the bike is absolutely gorgeous. So it's on display in the New England Motorcycle Museum today. If you want to come take a look at it, please do. If you want to have a mechanic take a look at it, please do. It's a full frame-up restoration. The engine was completely rebuilt. It was taken right down to the cases, the clutch, everything was dismantled, clean, and rebuilt, including the top end, piston rings. Everything's been refurbished on the motorcycle. So doesn't leak oil anywhere. It's like a brand new motorcycle. So rock solid investment, sure to outpace the stock market. These are going up in value. And like I said, it took us on and off for 3 years. We worked on procuring the parts and over 40 hours labor on the restoration. So fantastic investment, quality bike. Hate to see it go, but hopefully it goes to a new home, that someone will really enjoy it, have a blast at the beach with this thing, at the beach house, or taking it down the local trails or whatever, or just put it on display in your living room or office. It's a fantastic piece, and it's going to a good cause. It's going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum. So not only are you buying a piece of motorcycle history, you're also helping preserve motorcycle history. So I'm going to roll it back in the museum and put her on display for everybody to drool on until she goes to her new home. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America.